Your opponent missed weight. What the situation is like right now?
I don't really know too much about the situation at the moment. I'm waiting to hear back from everybody to see what's going on. What I do know is that there were 2 separate contracts for weight. Tommy had 81 kilograms he was allotted. Mine was sanctioned for 79.3332, whatever it is, for 175 flat pound-wise. So that alone is kind of alarming, why a commission and a promotional company would be cool with 2 separate contracts, 2 separate weights, with 2 fighters in the same bout. I never heard of that in my life. We called him out for not making the weight. He was handed a bottle of water. He started to drink it. He didn't even attempt to make the weight. And they're saying that he made his weight for his contract, which he didn't, because his contract was 81 kilograms. He weighed in at 82.3, as they announced earlier today. When he was on the scale, he had his shoes on and his underwear, but he was also about 89.6 kilograms when I looked at the scale. So it's a massive size difference, and if he's so good, I just don't know why he needed so much help. Because I was totally down to do everything. I've done everything I'm supposed to do. I came in at weight, so I just don't understand anything at this point. I understand being the B side of something, but to be treated like a dog is kind of crazy. And for him to need that much help and that much of a handicap, to me, it's like, if you're really a man, we should call this fight off mutually, and you should fight me again at a later date and make weight, and I'll happily knock you the fuck out. That's how I really feel.
So fight is off at this moment.
I have no idea. The fight is dependent on the promotional company making it right. Since he didn't want to make the weight, usually the go-to is about 20% of your opponent's purse. They're not trying to cough that up. So until something's right in my mind, I don't really know. I got to sleep on it, pray on it, and I've been told that I might meditate, so I'm going with that.
Is there a deadline for you where you should say this fight is off at some point, like if they don't come with like an offer that you accept?
For me personally?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna have fun with this. I'm gonna just keep it all in my head, because at the end of the day, I did everything right, so I don't know why I should have to rush to make a decision that could be potentially life-changing. There's been a bunch of people that have died this year due to stuff like this. There was just a fight, that was a super middleweight fight. The guy's in a coma because of shit like this. So to me, it doesn't make any sense, especially if you're not trying to make the guy make weight, or if you're not trying to even have, like, compensate me properly and make me an offer that is respectable. So yeah, I don't really know. I have to sleep on it, to be honest. It's not like punking out. It's more like I want to be respected, and if I bend into it, if I give into it now, what happens next time I fight another superstar? He's not even a superstar. His brother's a superstar. Like, that's the crazier part. I could see if I was fighting a world champion boxer and they're fucking with me, that makes sense. It's a 6-round fight. I don't even know how any of this was allowed.
So what did you feel when he said it's gonna be a big dirty knockout at the weigh-in?
I feel like he has no confidence, and he never really intended to make weight, and never really wanted to fight me on an even playing field, because he knows I'd fuck him up. That's how I honestly feel. You could tell I had him confused about what day we were fighting. He getting all flustered, like, it's crazy to me. Like, he's not a tough guy. He's not built like that. He said he's gonna jump out the ring and slap Jake Paul. He didn't slap me when I touched his face. Like, he's not gonna do any of that. He's all for show. He's a very good TV reality star. He's great at that. It's just boxing. It's a sport. It's not the mob. It's an organized sport. Organized sports, you have weight classes for a reason, right? So none of that's happening right now. Everybody's pretty much telling me fight or fuck off. So it's like, what do I do? Like, I'm supposed to appease everybody and jeopardize my health for you guys, like the world? And Tommy didn't even bother to do it? But, like, I don't know, I got some decisions to make.
So what do you think of his boxing record?
I think he has a good boxing record on paper, but his opponents, they're actually worse than mine. He fought a guy with 102 losses or something. Every knockout he's had, it was 2-26, 0-11, 0-9, 0 and something else. It's like he's fought worse people than me. Combined wins, if you take out the guy with 100 wins, he's only fought opponents with 14 wins and 76 losses. I have fought an 8-round fight with someone who challenged for world titles. I might not be the best. I'm learning on the go. I started boxing at 26. I've had it a bit harder than Tommy has. I don't have the big brother he has. So everything I've had has been pure determination and grit. So to me, it's like, why am I being treated like this? And everybody being a part of what I'm doing and knowing my story and where I come from, it's crazy that they painted me to be such a great, humble guy, and they're allowing all this fuckery, I can't even think of another word, I'm sorry, to go on.